Welcome to today's Explainer Hastings. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Look, today we're bringing you a super practical July 4th guide. We're going to blend those immediate, need-to-know weather strategies, because let's face it, we all want to know what the sky is doing, with some really fascinating historical milestones tied right to our very own local river. We've got a lot of great info to get through to make sure you have an absolutely fantastic holiday, so let's just jump right in.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because let's be real, this is the #1 absolute most pressing question on every resident's mind right now. Before you even think about firing up the grill or packing up the car for the riverfront, you've got to know, are evening storms going to completely wash out your Hastings Independence Day celebrations? Well, looking at the data, today is shaping up to be one of those keep the cooler ready, but maybe keep the radar app even closer kinds of July 4ths along the Mississippi River. So, here's the headline figure you need to keep in mind: 60%. Yeah, we're currently looking at a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but hey, here's the silver lining. We are actually not dealing with that extreme oppressive heat. You can expect a high right near 80 degrees and a Saturday night low dropping down to a super comfortable 61 degrees or so. Now, the air is definitely going to feel pretty humid and the atmosphere is a bit unsettled, but honestly, the temperatures themselves are going to be totally great for your holiday gatherings.
Section 1. Timing your outdoor plans. Let's look at how the day breaks down.
And this brilliantly illustrates the sharp contrast we're seeing in today's weather. Those morning and midday hours, that is absolutely your golden window. Best time for running your errands, picking up the ice, getting the yard all set up. But once we hit that 5 p.m. mark, the National Weather Service forecast shows that showers become highly likely. We're talking possible thunderstorms, bringing maybe a quarter to a half inch of rain. So the strategy here is crystal clear, guys. Front load your holiday tasks. Get all that important outdoor setup out of the way early.
To really help you out, we've pulled together 4 super actionable planning tips directly from the National Weather Service guidance. First up, keep those outdoor plans flexible, especially as we roll into the late afternoon and evening. Second, bring a rain layer. Seriously, if you're heading downtown or setting up your spot at Levee Park down by the river, you are gonna want to have that jacket handy. Third, and this is a huge one for safety guys, watch the sky for lightning before you commit to staying outside on the patios or doing the river walks for the fireworks displays. And finally, weather can change in a flash with these summer storms, so just be sure to check those official NWS alerts and keep an eye on your local radar before you head out the door. Now, I know the evening forecast sounds a bit gloomy, but we've absolutely got to keep that festive spirit alive. So consider our weather joke of the day from the almanac. The Mississippi River said it was ready for the 4th, but the clouds over Hastings said, mind if we bring a few surprise sparklers? You know, just a little perspective to keep things fun and lighthearted. Even if we do get a few of those natural sparklers in the sky tonight, the holiday spirit right here in Hastings remains totally intact.
Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds: the Mississippi River connection and historic milestones.
So if we use this explainer as a bit of a historical time machine, we can actually see 3 distinct, just incredible milestones that happen exactly on July 4th throughout history. We start way back in 1776 with the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. Then, fast forward to 1863, right smack in the middle of the Civil War with the surrender of Vicksburg. And then, we take this massive leap forward into modern times to 1997 when we literally landed on another planet. Let's break these down real quick.
We'll start with the milestone that hits closest to the waters of Hastings. According to the National Park Service, July 4th, 1863 marked the official end of the Siege of Vicksburg. Now, this was the culmination of a grueling 18-month Civil War campaign. The actual siege itself dragged on for 47 days before the Confederate Army finally surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant. The sheer scale, the incredible endurance of this campaign, it's just staggering. It marked an absolutely massive turning point in American history. So, the crucial point is this: why did Vicksburg matter quite so much? Well, it's because control of Vicksburg basically determined control of the Mississippi River itself. Think about that for a second. The very same river that you Hastings residents are standing near right now today, those same waters you might be looking at down from Levee Park, that river served as the ultimate strategic prize back in 1863. Controlling it effectively determined the outcome of the entire war. It's just such a cool, profound connection between our local geography and a pivotal national moment.
Now, what's really interesting about this next one is just how far we've come since then. Let's jump to July 4, 1997. According to NASA, this is the exact date the Mars Pathfinder mission successfully landed and delivered the Sojourner rover right onto the Martian surface. I absolutely love including this in today's explainer because,
Let's be honest, if you find yourself huddled under a patio umbrella tonight just trying to wait out that 5 p.m. rain with your neighbors, this is literally the perfect backup conversation starter. You can just casually drop that. On 4th of July, America literally landed a rover on Mars. How cool is that?
And of course, we have to mention the historical anchor of today's date, July 4th, 1776. This is when the Second Continental Congress officially adopted the Declaration of Independence, officially announcing the colony's separation from Great Britain. The Library of Congress actually points out a really beautiful context for this. They note that civic life is something communities just have to keep practicing together, and that makes today so much more than just a historical anniversary. It makes it a perfect day for flying flags, hosting those cookouts, or honestly, simply offering a friendly neighborhood hello.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Rain or shine, how will you practice community and civic life in Hastings today? Whether you're seamlessly navigating those morning errands, maybe dodging a 5 p.m. thunderstorm, or just chatting about Mars under a pop-up canopy, we're all adapting to the day together. That shared experience, that local resilience, that's really exactly what the spirit of 1776 was all about. So, have a wonderful, incredibly safe, and beautifully flexible Independence Day, everyone.